Go into the night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Sunny skies above Augusta. First round coverage continues. The first major of the 2024 calendar year. And, of course, it was delayed a good 2.5 hours. A lot of rain early this morning, so instead of going off right at 8, it happened at 10:30 a.m. A lot of golfers now officially in the clubhouse. That does include Bryson DeChambeau. Remember a few years ago, Bryson has never been a guy that I think that any of us will ever accuse of being overly intelligent. Said that he thought Augusta played as a par 67, not a 72. Well, maybe he was on to something because he began today's round in absolute spectacular fashion. Birdies on 1, 2, and 3. Gave one back on 9. Went out minus 234. And then look at his card coming in. Pars on 10 and 11. Birdies on 12, 13. A par on 14. 3 consecutive birdies. 15, 16, and 17. Par on 18. In with a 31. Overall, a 65. 7 under par for Bryson DeChambeau. A guy who has been, for the most part, forgotten, right? I mean, we talked about Sergio Garcia, some of the comments he made last week, and then, of course, went out and played well at former President Donald Trump's course down in the deep part of our great state. And, you know, DJ won. Going back a few weeks ago, John Rahm has certainly been in the news. Phil Mickelson this week has been in the news. Some will forget last year. Phil Mickelson on Sunday actually ended up finishing tied for second after a 7 under 65 during the final round of the Masters when John Rahm won it back in 2023. But I think DeChambeau, even Koepka getting it a little bit more play, a little bit more love. DeChambeau's kind of gone by the wayside. And he's still incredibly confident. Listen to some of his comments today after his 65. He puts himself in really good shape now as he'll head to a obviously later tee time on Friday. But overall, he was the difference maker at least through 18 holes today. Danny Willett is 3 strokes out. Danny Willett is, one of 2 golfers right there with Will Zalatoris who probably has come back from their injury sooner than expected. And, I've talked with so many people about this over the years. The biggest problem an athlete can make, and this is why I know I kind of have fun when it comes to babying baseball players, right? You feel a twinge in baseball, and they're just going to sit you down for 2 months and not let anyone get near you, right? But I do believe that what athletes do is the way that they're wired. They always believe that they can come back before it's really time to come back, right? And if it's the other way, I think you question their overall thinking. Do they have that killer instinct? If it's a guy who likes to remain on the bench or likes to remain on the sideline, you kind of look at him like, what, really? I mean, come on. You got this God-given ability. Let's go. So I think that as far as issues with any sort of athlete, it's trying to talk through your doctors, trying to talk through your general manager, trying to talk through your head coach about, hey, listen, I'm ready. Let me back out there. It was supposed to be 6 months for Danny Willett after his shoulder injury. Today is 68, -4. So he is in second place as far as in the clubhouse. Now, Scotty Scheffler, still out on the golf course, has been absolutely spectacular. Bogey-free round for Scheffler. Started with a birdie on 2 and 6, so went out with a 34. But the clean card continues with birdies on 12, 13, 15, and 16. Just had a par on 17. Right now he is on 18, and an opportunity, if he birdies it, to match what we saw earlier today with Bryson DeChambeau and a 65. If he taps in for a par, then it would be a one stroke behind DeChambeau with a 66 during this Thursday round. All right, keep in mind that rain is always, it feels like it always comes into play both here at the Players, and it didn't this year, right, which was just outstanding. But traditionally, right, whether it's May or March, certainly March, it always feels like, and when I fly back from Chicago to go to the Daytona 500, I'd be out there all week. I would do my shows from the Miller Ale House right there on International, whatever the road is, where the track is. It rained all the time. The Daytona 500, it felt like it always had rain delays and cancellations, and oftentimes the race on Sunday would be pushed back until Monday. Felt the same thing about the event here with the Players. I mean, it's very few and far between to get in 4 rounds without anything occurring that would lead to a suspended play or at least some sort of a delay. That was not the case this year. It happened last year. It happened in the second round, third round. Remember Tiger Woods on a Saturday? Remember Tiger Woods removed himself during the third round, during the rain, went out and had surgery again on the ankle immediately after the third round in Augusta back in 2023. And, there are certain golfers, which we discussed yesterday, who play very well in the rain. Obviously, by the time they got out on the course, for the most part, the rain was gone. And it has dried up. And it's made for, an opportunity for these guys to really attack the pins and perhaps do things a little bit differently than they normally would if they were dried out and perhaps rolling far more significantly than they are today. Although the naked eye does tell me that now with several hours of it being dry, it appears it's getting back to where they believed it once would be. I'm going to talk with Rick Shoemaker about this coming up at 7 o'clock, just his overall thoughts on the advantage of getting out early as opposed to late, and then how that'll change tomorrow for those who are unable to finish their first round on this Thursday. You got to complete it on Friday, then get back out there. And remember, the guys who are finishing late are expected to go off first tomorrow. Maybe that's a better thing, to finish late, with whether it's 5 holes or no matter what is left, and then not too far after the fact, you will begin round number 2 coming up on Friday. Something else to consider. The last 18 Masters champions finished round 1 tied for 11th or better. Let me say that again because I love trends. The last 18 Masters champions, first round, tied for 11th or better. So that's great news for Bryson DeChambeau and Scottie Scheffler. Great news for Danny Willett. I look at Ryan Fox, who gave some back late. He had bogeys on 13 and 16. He actually went out with a 31 today, including the eagle on the par 3 8th. And the young man out of New Zealand, again, didn't do what he wanted coming in, but all of a sudden he has found himself in pretty good shape. All right, let's get you updated on some others, some big names that obviously you are wanting to know exactly what has taken place. Let's see, as far as those who are in the clubhouse, Phil Mickelson, a plus 173 today. His round is over. Tiger Woods, because it was a major prop, you could bet on whether or not Tiger would birdie first or bogey first, and the odds really favored him bogeying. He birdied a very difficult hole. He birdied hole number 1, the par 4, with a lengthy drive, 300 plus, a beautiful approach, and made his putt for a 3. And then the second hole, if you didn't see it, he was way left, and it was leaning against the tree. He actually had to take his second shot on the par 5 second hole left-handed and punched out onto the fairway. And, for Tiger and so many other of these tremendous golfers, you really have to take advantage of the par 5s, right? Rory didn't early today. He had a par on number 2. as well. And that's, if you can play around par golf, maybe 1 or 2 under on the par 3, par 4s, but really take advantage of the par 5s, I think that is where most of the scoring is going to actually occur here at Augusta. It didn't work out that way for Tiger Woods. Again, consecutive pars, then gave one back, really not being able to measure the speed and the accuracy with his approach, with a wedge off the green. Just really a bad shot by Tiger Woods, so had to settle for a bogey there. And then he's been grinding. That's all he's been doing on 5, 6, and 7. He's been forced to make some putts, and he remains at even par. Now, he is on his second par 5 of the round. That is hole number 8. Once that hole is complete, we will let you know exactly what did happen, whether it is good or bad for Tiger Woods. Rory McIlroy, a little bit of a Phil Mickelson type of front nine. Looked like this, okay? The par on 1, it was actually a bogey on the par 5 second hole. So he posted a 6. So the longest driver on tour. And on this hole, that would have been on the drivable 4th hole, excuse me. He outdrove Scottie Scheffler by 20 yards, okay? I mean, he just, and that was the measurements that, in fact, came in. Of course, Scheffler doesn't miss fairways, okay? Always hits greens in regulation. If Scottie Scheffler is going to let something get away from him, well, we witnessed it a few weeks ago when he tried to win a 3rd consecutive PGA Tour event. It's his putter that ended up letting him down. But for Rory McIlroy, the bogey on number 2, and then a birdie bogey on 3 and 4, respectively, and a birdie on 8. So he went out with an even par, 36. He has since birdied 2 and bogeyed 1. So he is 1 under par, and I just watched him climb himself out of the bunker here on 18. So once again, we'll keep you updated as to exactly what has taken place today with Rory McIlroy and everyone else during our first round coverage of the Masters. O.J. Simpson, dead at 76. This was a surprise. Usually if someone is not doing well, you hear about it, right? Whether it's directly or indirectly. Word just leaks that this particular individual is not doing well. And I didn't hear a peep. I don't know if you did, JJ. I didn't hear anything at all.
No, I was surprised. I didn't know he had cancer.
Because it seems like once about every month, OJ will say something on Twitter that I think a lot of us will laugh at, or we'll be like, what the hell is he talking about? But he's always on a golf course or in a bar, and he'll say something. Yeah. And, prostate cancer got him at the age of 76. So I think today a lot of mixed emotions for sports fans and just human beings in general. It's impossible for me to think of O.J. Simpson and not immediately think of the double homicide. I mean, this is a human being who cut up 2 other human beings and walked away from it, okay? Our legal system wasn't able to take the most obvious double homicide and convict the guy for it. And, it was so disappointing to me growing up in Boston. My dad taking me to Patriots games with his friends, season tickets. The Patriots were terrible in those days. I loved O.J. Simpson. Okay, I remember dressing up as O.J. Simpson for Halloween in 2nd or 3rd grade with the Buffalo Bills 32 jersey, which this was back in an era where people really didn't wear jerseys. You want to blow your mind? Go back and look up baseball and look up football, hockey, basketball, and look at sporting events in the early 70s. No one wore team hats, team jerseys. It's amazing. Everyone dressed like they were coming from work. But I was a huge fan of O.J. Okay, he was such a lovable guy, right? Monday Night Football, started making movies, the Hertz commercials. O.J. Simpson was truly one of the pioneers in the world of becoming a former athlete into a celebrity. And then it all got away from him. You know, when he killed Nicole Brown, when he killed Ronald Goldman. And even though he was acquitted, I've never met anyone who doesn't believe he didn't commit the double murder. Okay? Now, there's millions and millions and millions and millions that are happy he got away with it. That's a totally separate story. Okay? But I've yet to meet anyone who believes that he didn't actually commit the double homicide. So it's over. He's dead today at the age of 76. I mean, to me, that'll go down as one of probably one hand on two hands that I'll remember exactly where I was when the actual story broke. And the story was him going down the Los Angeles freeway, being chased by Los Angeles police officers in his Bronco. I remember watching the NBA Finals. I was in a bar in Tallahassee called B. Merrill's, and they cut into it during the NBA Finals. And again, whether it's 9/11, I wasn't here for John F. Kennedy's assassination. And I know that was a totally different world then anyway, in 1963, as far as television sets and the lack of cable, the lack of 24-hour news, whatever it may have been. You know, there's certain events that you know exactly where you were at, right? We all know where we were at during 9/11. I certainly remember exactly where I was when O.J. Simpson was being chased down in the Bronco. And my guess is that you out there as well, you remember exactly where you were. It was my second year in radio, and then the trial was in 95. I think that trial really set back America a couple of decades, right? I mean, I come from a very, depending on how you look at it, a city that is not kind to others, right? And racially speaking, it's been considered one of the worst, historically speaking, in our country, where I come from. I was under the impression that we had moved forward and that things were better. When that verdict was read, I think the country was set back 20 years. It was brutal. It was. Depending on the color of your skin, you wanted it to go one way or another. The majority did, regardless if he was innocent or guilty. And I know all the reasons for it. I talked about them ad nauseum. Police brutality, the way that black individuals were abused and convicted, even though they were innocent. I get it. I read it all. I studied it all. I talked about it all. But it was still really awful. It was terrible to think that in that point of our life, man, we were still so far apart. When the jury, when the bailiff read the verdict, man, it was just insane. To me, that's the most, out of everything that happened, that's the one issue that'll always stick out for me, that exact moment. And anyway, he's gone. He's dead. He died today at the age of 76. Everyone will have an opinion forever on O.J. Simpson. And to a lot of us, he's finally out of your hair. Whenever I would talk about an O.J. Simpson tweet or an O.J. Simpson, blast, he'd get on there and talk about his fantasy league football stuff. I found some of it entertaining, so we'd play it, and I'd talk about it. I would get many, "Hey, Ballou, move on. He's a double murderer. Why are you wasting your time talking about O.J. Simpson?" Well, he's a man with his story that went from famous to infamous. And O.J. moved the needle. There's really no other way to say it. So he is gone today at the age of 76. All right, when we come back, let's get to the very latest here on the Masters. Scotty Scheffler on his way to number 18. As a matter of fact, is that him over this putt on 18? It looks like it's a 5-footer. I do apologize. Yes, that is Scotty Scheffler. So it is a 66. He taps in with the par. He is one stroke behind Bryson DeChambeau, who shot a 7 under 65. So they're going low today in Augusta. First round coverage continues. Again, they're not expecting sunset until 7:55, and that's wonderful. That means we're going to be with you our entire broadcast tonight. Live golf will be going on, and that's thrilling. It really is. It's absolutely about as good as anything I could ask for. Really looking forward to the next couple of hours, keeping you updated as to what is going on during the first round of the 88th Masters live from Augusta. All right, Shmunez Vision. If you don't have good eyes, don't blame me. Whether you're watching on TV or you go out, you play golf, you do whatever it is that you need to do. If you're struggling, I've been telling you time and again, get your eyes checked. Make an appointment today with Shmunez Vision. I also check him out on Instagram, okay? Getting a lot of testimonials from hip people all throughout Duval, so check that out as well. Go to Shmunez Vision on Instagram. But regardless of what your situation may be, if you have problems with your eyes, spotting in your eyes, redness in your eyes, blurry vision, maybe you think it's an allergy, could be. Maybe you're getting massive headaches, and you're like, why is this happening? Well, you could need a new prescription. Sure, they do that, but it's so much more. If there is an issue, they're there for you, okay? We're talking about a family organization that is all about personal, high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Check them out online. Go to Shmunez Vision, care you can see. Shmunez Vision, located out at the beach. Plenty to do over the next couple of hours. Constant updates live from the Masters. We're going to do that throughout, and that will include, obviously, Bryson DeChambeau. Simply spectacular today. A 7 under 65. He is your leader during the first round of this year's Masters.
Now, a Masters update on 1010XL, brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
From the Augusta National Golf Club, Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the Masters. I'm Ted Emmerich. Bryson DeChambeau came out blazing, and he has set the pace with a 7 under 65.
It's always great getting off to a hot start. 3 under, your first 3 holes kind of get you settled. I knew it was going to be a tough day today with the wind and even tomorrow. So a lot of patience is required around this golf course, and making sure you're just stroking it on your line, putting it good, hitting good iron shots, and driving it well. I mean, in order to win major championships, you've got to, especially out here, you've got to do everything well.
Well, DeChambeau would know. He won the U.S. Open in 2020. He took advantage of lighter winds earlier in the day here as well. DeChambeau, the former low amateur at the Masters, has a one-shot lead over world number 1 Scotty Scheffler. You're listening to coverage of the 2024 Masters on Westwood One.
The less your business spends, the more margin you keep. But today, everything costs more. So smart businesses are graduating to NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, HR into one proven platform, helping you reduce IT costs, maintenance costs, and manual errors. Over 37,000 companies have already made the move to NetSuite. Now through April 15th, NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/golf right now. netsuite.com/golf.
Doors take us to summers away or winter adventures and afternoon getaways. Your dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors by working with you on a comprehensive plan to help you reach your wealth's full potential. Because doors were meant to be opened. Visit fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimum supply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE SIPC.
About 2 more hours of daylight remaining here in the first round of the 88th Masters, and we'll have play right up to sunset thanks to the 2.5-hour weather delay this morning. Let's check the leaderboard, sponsored by NetSuite. Head to netsuite.com/golf now through April 15th for a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Bryson DeChambeau on top at 7 under in the clubhouse. Scotty Scheffler one back at 6 under. Has a putt from a mile away at the front of the green, up the hill, really just looking to a 2-putt there to close out a 6-under 66. At 4-under par, Danny Willett, Masters champion from 2016. He shot a 68 today. Ryan Fox from New Zealand, a 3-under par, 69. He is 4 off the lead. Among those at 2-under, Will Zalatoris, after he had to withdraw from the Masters on Thursday a year ago. He bogeys the last 2, so a 2-under 70 for Zalatoris. Patrick Cantlay, considered the poster boy of underachievement at majors, shooting a 1-under 71. Tiger Woods even par through 7 holes. From Augusta, I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
Ballou here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
The sun's out, the water's cool. It's a perfect day for boating.
What's that boat doing?
Perfect boating days can quickly turn into disasters when drugs and alcohol are involved. Don't let boating under the influence ruin your day. FWC officers have zero tolerance for impaired operators. If you're over the limit, you're under arrest. Learn more at myfwc.com. Brought to you by the FWC Division of Law Enforcement.
AgPro Sign and Drive event is offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local AgPro dealer today. Offer ends April 30th, 2024. Subject to approved credit. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Attention poker enthusiasts, get ready for unbeatable action at Best Bet with locations in Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. On April 19th and 20th, dive into the excitement with $1,500 high hands every 30 minutes. And save the date for April 27th because it's 24 karat gold day at Best Bet Jacksonville, where we're dealing out $24,000 in prizes throughout the day, starting at 10 a.m. Want in on the action? Visit bestbetjacks.com for all the details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Mia O'Brien.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
On Helmets and Heels, noon to 2.
I swear to you, I know her.
Then there's the 1010XL video and social media channels.
I would know her voice anywhere.
All Things Mia is driven by Arlington Toyota.
On 1010XL.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
The Jacksonville Icemen are playoff bound. There are 3 regular season home games left. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. The Icemen fight for a division title this weekend, starting Friday against the Savannah Ghost Pirates. The first 1,000 fans get a Fang the Mascot bobblehead. Then Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 3, it's the Atlanta Gladiators. Get tickets at Ticketmaster, JacksonvilleIcemen.com, or call 904-602-PUCK. Icemen hockey is hashtag Fire Within.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey here for Pella Windows and Doors. Look, obviously the warmer temperatures are already here, and if you're like me, you want that oppressive Florida heat to stay outside your house. That's why I'm such a fan of Pella Windows and Doors. By now we know that windows are the #1 way that heat gets in and the cold gets out. So when you're ready for the stylish design and energy efficiency that comes from Pella Windows and Doors, visit their showroom on Phillips Highway, just north of Bay Meadows, or you can always find them online at PellaJacks.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
It doesn't get any better than live country music. Enjoy Daryl Ray at Players Grill Miramar this Friday at 7 p.m. with discount cocktails while the local star rocks out. Players Grill Miramar, where the neighborhood meets.
This is my bar. Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merit team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merit price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merit team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merit opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Men, suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? Frustrated taking pills that don't work? Here's a message from Prime Men's Medical Center.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough treatments with men lasting longer than ever without pain or surgery.
Call now. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results right in the office. Call Prime Men's Medical Center now. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
John Rahm won the green jacket a year ago. He did so with a 7-under 65 on Thursday, first round of his 2023 round. That came with a double bogey on one. Oh, by the way, he is now done today, plus 173. So history tells us that if you're not in the top 11, tied for 11th or better, the last 18 Masters champions were at that mark after 18 holes. Okay? Tied for 11th or better. And I know it's a trend, and everything, just like records, sooner or later will be broken, but John Rahm with some serious work to do on the heels of Bryson DeChambeau, a former member of John Rahm, obviously on the LIV Tour. 65 today, 7 under. Scotty Scheffler a stroke behind, a 66. Then you have Danny Willett, 2 strokes out with a 68. Today's show brought to you by Patriot Roofing Services, specializing in all types of commercial and residential roofing and repairs, regardless of what it is. We got some serious rain today, right? Things blowing all over the place. You got a leak in your roof, you need repairs to your roof, give my buddy Mark Tozzolo a call, 982-4052. You need a brand new roof. Got you covered as well, whether it's your business or home. This also includes gutters, sun tubes, skylights, 10-year workmanship warranty, financing available. Discounts for military and senior citizens. Give Mark Tozzolo a call, 982-4052, or better yet, just go online, check him out at Patriot Roofing Services. JJ LaSelva, 2.5-hour delay, but we're getting a lot of golf that's rolling in now. Thoughts after, or as we continue through day one at the Masters?
I was shocked at DeChambeau. Of course, we couldn't watch it. You know, you couldn't actually see a DeChambeau shot until 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, if you got ESPN Plus, you could.
No, he's not a part of the feature group, so no, you couldn't.
4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so you could watch him for 3 holes.
Yeah, I got him
for
3
corner,
holes.
But, like, that's it.
Yeah.
And I understand that, like, this is what we do. This is the Masters. But, like, dude, it sucks. It's 2024. I think that's trash.
Yeah, and they were showing a lot of stuff from the range today, I guess, on regular ESPN. I did have it on ESPN Plus. You're right, though. It was 4, 5, 6.
We couldn't watch the whole first hour of Scheffler's round.
At one point, it was like
he wasn't even in the group.
At one point, it was like Freddie Couples and VJ Singh and Jose Maria Olazabal, and I'm like, you know, what is this?
Sergio made an appearance.
1998.
Yeah. By the way, Sergio's outfit today, wow.
No.
I don't know if you saw it, but bright or green shirt and yellow pants.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. I just think Scotty's set up to win this thing. Once again, the guy is cruising, man. I like DeChambeau to hang in there for all 4 rounds, but at the end of the day, he's not going to be able to go shot for shot with Scotty. And I think he's just going to pull away. I don't know who else. We'll see tomorrow. Somebody will make a move. But, yeah, it's Scotty's world, and we're all just living in it.
Yeah, Scotty Scheffler doesn't make mistakes, and he is nearly perfect tee to green, and obviously the worst part of his game is his putting. But whether it's fairways hit or greens in regulation or, strokes gained in any one of those particular categories, he's number one in the world.
And on 18, we always talk about his putting, but he had like a crazy long putt, 2-putt just for par, and it looked like he was going to bogey, go in 5 under, but phenomenal first putt to leave it really close, and he's just on fire.
Tiger Woods moments ago took advantage of the par 5 8th hole with a birdie. So he birdied 1, he birdied 8, he bogeyed 4. Right now, he is at 1 under par as he makes his way to the par 4 9th hole. Just to kind of put things in perspective for Bryson DeChambeau, this is according to Justin Ray. His first 24 rounds at the Masters, he averaged 3.9 bogeys or worse a round, okay? 61% of greens hit. This is 24 rounds worth of golf there. And he had a minus 0.48 strokes gained putting per round. Today, for Bryson DeChambeau, 1 bogey, he hit 83% of the greens, and he was plus 3.56 strokes gained putting. So I think it's really simple to say this round was absolutely freaking spectacular. Is he going to fall back to what he did in his first 24 rounds and even this out a little bit tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday? And he's going to have to wait around tomorrow, as we know, because not everyone's going to finish here tonight. Again, what we're told is that sunset will be at 7:55. So, and
he was one of the early tee times anyway. Like I said, wasn't on TV, so he was supposed to be late anyway.
Yeah, he's going to go late. Yep. You're right about that. It maybe won't affect him as much as it will some others. I tell you what's disappointing is Will Zalatoris. He's the second guy who just went under the knife and came back. He had a back surgery, as we know. He's totally, changed his way of putting. And I don't have any statistical data in front of me, but we were told time and again that he's gotten much better with the flat stick. Well, he got off to a really good start. He went out with a 34 at 2 under. Back 9 was, again, Mickelson-esque with a bogey on 10, an eagle on the par 5, 13th, and a birdie on 15. So he had it at 4 under par, but then he gave 2 shots away on both 17 and 18. Consecutive bogeys. I've never been able to put myself in the mind of a professional athlete, right? But team sports that we cover, it's pretty simple. You win or you lose. Even if you're in a 7-game series, even if you're in the NBA Finals or the Stanley Cup Finals or a World Series, you win a game, you lose a game. Everything is on to the next game. When you have what is a really good round for Will Zalatoris, where you have 3 birdies, an eagle. Okay, you gave 1 back on 10. But then you wrap it up by bogeying 17 and 18. What does that do to your mind? What does that do to your overall disposition?
You got to sleep on that?
Yeah, I mean, the greatest relievers in the world will give up a game-winning home run. They'll tell you they're fine the next day. Or, a goaltender will give up a dirty goal and he'll lace them up and get out there 2 nights later. What do you do? I mean, are you pacing around the hotel room? I don't know, because obviously I've never been close to being in a situation like this, but I guess the point I'm making, JJ, I'm sure he much rather would have bogeyed, 13 and 14, or something like that. You don't want to bogey the final 2 holes.
Yeah.
When, on the front page of the leaderboard, he would have been tied for.
He would have been tied for 3rd.
He would have been tied for 3rd place.
And I heard it called a broomstick putter today, by the way, which I like that one better. But yeah, we saw last year. Speaking of, you'd rather bogey early. John Rahm, who obviously went on to win, doubled 1.
Yeah.
And still shot like a 67 or something like that. And so, yeah, you can use the rest of your round to get in the groove Instead, now Willie Z will be sleeping on bogey to finish his round.
Tiger Woods with a par on 9, so he goes out with a 35. 2 birdies and a bogey. I haven't been able to pay attention to Tiger since I've now been on the air.
He's been playing very conservative.
With 41. Yeah, it feels like he's really grinding
for
out
the
there.
cut, man. I mean, like that. He wants that record. You could tell.
That prop is out there. It's 73.5 as to whether or not, Tiger Woods would be over or under that after his first round. He's not going to get 9 more holes in. It's 642. Again, sun is expected to go down at 7:55, so he's got an hour and some change. I don't know how backed up the golf course is. I can tell now, though, by looking.
It's windy as hell.
It is. Winds have really picked up. It was about 15. They were blowing around, 15 miles per hour with gusts that would get up to 20. But look at the pants. Do we know who that is?
Jason Day.
All right, that's Jason Day. So he's actually playing with Tiger.
Do you think they get maybe 4 more holes in?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Depending on how backed up the course is.
So that's still a lot of work to do on a Friday morning. And we heard Tiger earlier in the week talk about his body and how he much prefers later in the day, warmer weather, obviously. That's not what he's going to get.
You have par 4 on the 10th and 11th. You get a par obviously you get to Amen Corner, right? You get the par 4 11th, the par 3 12th hole, and then the final hole during Amen Corner is the par 5 13th hole. Again, I don't know what Tiger's overall psyche is. Would he love to get those 4 holes in? Does he believe scoring conditions right now are better than they will be in the morning? These are all good questions. I don't know. I mean, just seeing the wind there a moment ago, that is as bad as I've seen it since I've been watching this coverage earlier today. So be interesting to see what he actually does think, and are there ways to maybe slow it down a little bit? I don't know. He's a competitor, though. I would think that if he's got a chance to get an extra hole today, he would, but I don't know the answer to that question. All right, Rick Shoemaker's going to join me coming up at 7 o'clock, talk some golf with him. Certainly he's been fully in tune to everything that has happened today during the first round at the Masters. Right now, it's all about Bryson DeChambeau, a member of the LIV Tour, a 65, 7 under, 1 stroke ahead of Scotty Scheffler, who earlier, or actually just moments ago, Scheffler with a 66.
And now, the starting lineup.
The Drill Mornings. Jaguars today, 10 to noon. Helmets and heels. Noon to 2. XL primetime. 2 to 4. The Franchi Show. 4 to 6. Into the night with Rick Ballou and Hacker After Dark. Evenings on 1010 XL.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Man, it is a beautiful day to fish.
Here's your life jacket.
You know I can swim, right?
So could a lot of people who died falling overboard.
Come on, I'm not a kid.
Fatalities are often men over 30.
It's too hot to wear one.
These new ones are
There, happy? Ooh, I got one!
Glad you wore the life jacket?
Okay, yes.
Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission reminds you to wear your life jacket. Visit wearitflorida.com. Wear it, Florida.
Have you been dreaming of enhancing your living space with top-quality custom windows and doors? Well, now's the 30-day spring sale with Renewal by Andersen. Save $300 on every window, $825 on all patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires April 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, a better way to a better window. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On April 11, 1965, Jack Nicklaus wins the second of his 6 Masters titles in Augusta, beating Gary Player and Arnold Palmer by a record 9 strokes.
QC Kinetics announces the arrival of National Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon with 2 decades of experience and extensive research in regenerative medicine.
But I was one of the first orthopedic surgeons to do it, and at the same time I integrated clinical research that's resulted in several publications that are really directing the future of regenerative medicine. I was drawn to QC Kinetics after I reviewed their protocols, and everything they were doing is consistent with my own approach.
Today, Dr. Scheinkup leads the entire team of medical professionals at QC Kinetics, taking this exciting medical breakthrough to a whole new level.
What we are doing at QC Kinetics is transforming lives.
Get lasting joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
This is the future of medicine.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation. Light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to carlsondentalgroup.com. That's carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dental needs.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball presented by FIS is home all weekend at 1-to-1 Financial Ballpark. It's Coors Light Thirsty Thursday tonight, then it's Red Shirt Friday, fireworks tomorrow presented by the Big D Building Center, and the first 2,000 fans on Saturday get free Jumbo Shrimp pajama pants. Plus more fireworks presented by ViStar and First Watch. Then it's Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day. Log on to jackshrimp.com for tickets.
Hey, sports fans, it's Hayes Carline from MyBookie. Oh, it is here. Masters Week, my favorite Tigers in the field. We've got the Live Golf guys playing in a major again. It is going to be a blast. If you haven't signed up for MyBookie, you need to sign up. This is going to be must-see TV, and you can bet long odds for big golf sweats and even bigger cash. Outright winners, first-round leaders, and live betting too. I'm telling you, if you haven't signed up yet for MyBookie, do it now for Masters Week. Could the weather in Augusta cause some chaos? Take advantage of that. Make some money. Even if the Masters has started, you can live bet with long odds through Sunday afternoon. Getting started is simple. Sign up today at MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL to secure a first deposit bonus up to 50%. It's simple. Just use promo code 1010XL to claim your 50% bonus, $50 minimum. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
All right, most of the pressure is on Rory McIlroy, of course, to complete his Grand Slam. Rory McIlroy has top 10 finishes in 7 out of his last 8 majors. Okay? Top 10s. 7 of his last 8. He has top 10s at the Masters, 7 out of his last 10. Okay? But he's missed 2 cuts, which included last year when he shot a 72 and a 77 on Friday. he had gone 14 consecutive rounds of playing under par on the par fives. Not the case today. He was a bogey on number 2. He birdied number 8, so he stayed at even par. He parred number 13 and a par on 15. So today, an even par on the 4 par fives for Rory McIlroy. And again, all you can do is look at the leaders, and not only through one round today, but historically speaking, you've got to be able to score on these par fives. And that was not the case for Rory McIlroy. Again, bogey birdie on the front, par, so that snaps his streak of 14 consecutive rounds where he was under par on the par fives. It's all about Bryson DeChambeau and Scottie Scheffler. They are at the top of the Masters through 18 holes. DeChambeau today with a 65, one stroke behind Scottie Scheffler with a 66. Some other notables we'll go through during our second hour, but I do want to bring in our good buddy Rick Shoemaker to get us caught up on the very latest. I will tell you that Tiger is on the 10th fairway. Looks like he's going to go first here, playing with Jason Day and Max Homa. So, I mean, those two can really hit the ball as well. And obviously this the 10th hole is downhill. And for those who have never been, I hate to say it that way because it sounds arrogant, because I understand that 99% of the world is never going to be able to go to the Masters, and I hate that. I think they should allow more fans to go. It should be more accessible. I mean, you can go to Pebble Beach. You can come here. You know, oh, it's the Masters. Only, the few, the proud can go, right? Or I don't even want to mix in that because that's the Marines. But it is so much more. There are so many more hills than what television will tell you, right? I've always been told that hockey's such a better game to go to live than what you experience on TV. And I guess I would agree with that. But this golf course and the hills, unless you've actually been there, I don't think you'd ever really be able to understand that. Television does not do it justice by just giving it the naked eye. So let's keep it here for Tiger's approach, and then we'll head to the top of the hour. He hates it. He absolutely hates it. It went way right, and it's either in the bunker or just above the bunker. So, again, that's just a missed shot.
Looked like it got sand.
By Tiger Woods. Did you see the distance on that? I'm guessing 170 yards, maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood. Did you happen to see it?
No.
Yeah. It's just a situation that, the great Tiger Woods leaves that, within 10 feet. And he's staring at a birdie putt. Now he's going to have to grind here. And it's the top part of the bunker, if in fact it did roll in. So this is going to be a downhill lie with a lot of bunker to cover and not a tremendous amount of green to work with. So this is going to be a difficult third shot for him on hole number 10. All right, we got much more to do. If you'd like to join us, as always, the best way to get on in is on Twitter. That's Ballou1010XL. And, of course, our text line, which is 641-1010, brought to you by Lifetime Enclosures.
Now, a Masters update on 1010XL, brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
From the Augusta National Golf Club, Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the Masters. I'm Ted Emmerich. Scottie Scheffler putting the finishing touches on a flawless first round.
Most players want this putt from Scottie Scheffler to go left. The wind is screaming from left to right. He's playing this arrow straight. And it does break a little left, goes in the left side of the hole, and that is a wonderful opening round in the most trying conditions here for past Masters champion, world number 1, Scottie Scheffler.
Johnson Wagner, the call on SiriusXM, trying because winds have approached 30 miles per hour this afternoon at Augusta National. It's a 6 under 66 for Scheffler. Both the first bogey-free round and the lowest round Scheffler has put together at Augusta. Remember, he won the Masters 2 years ago, but Scheffler is not in the lead. Bryson DeChambeau is, with a 7 under 65. You're listening to coverage of the 2024 Masters on Westwood One.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them.
With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise.
No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures.
It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
The wind has been unyielding this afternoon at Augusta National. Flag sticks are swaying with gusts of 30-plus miles per hour. The last few groups are wrapping up the first 9, trying to squeeze in as much as they can before play is halted due to darkness. Let's check the leaderboard, sponsored by Wrangler Jeans. It's Wrangler season out there. Open roads, endless horizons. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles. Bryson DeChambeau finished his first round a 7 under 65. He had 5 birdies in a 6-hole stretch on the second 9. One shot better than Scotty Scheffler, also in the clubhouse at 6 under. Danny Willett is in with a 4 under 68. Couple of players on the course at 4 under, 3 back along with Willett. Nikolai Højgaard from Denmark chipping in for birdie at 12. Max Homa birdies 8 and 9. He is 4 under, making the turn. Tiger Woods in a group with Homa. Woods moving to 1 under par with a birdie at 8. He is 1 under halfway through the round. From Augusta, I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about not being afraid of the crosses of life. Life can be difficult. Maybe today you're carrying a cross of worry or stress. Let me encourage you to remember that when Christ got on the big cross at Golgotha, he destroyed all the little crosses that we face in our life. He set us free from fear, worry, and anxiety. Our job is not to be carried by the cross, but to be carried by our faith.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Splish, splash, I'm taking up.
Everything okay in here?
Oh, yeah, sure is.
You're wearing a life jacket.
Sure am.
In the tub?
Practicing for when we head to the lake. I read about wearing one at wearitflorida.com.
And wearitflorida.com told you to wear it in the tub?
Nope, that was my idea. You know, Florida is the leader in boating fatalities, so a life jacket can save lives.
As you were.
Splish, splash, I was taking a
Learn more at wearitflorida.com.
There's something that binds us all. The constant hunger to improve. The obsession with every detail. And the reward of a custom fitting taking your game to a whole new level. We're all bound by 2 words said by golfers worldwide. Schedule your fitting at Edwin Watts Golf Shops. Find your local store at worldwidegolf.com. Get there.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll-and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years, you can count on Catlin.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller Air Conditioning presents Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, a corporate management manager from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Les Blankston.
Hi, Bob.
That is a remarkably beige suit there, Les. Tell us, why are you on the show?
Well, I just replaced my old air conditioner with a new one from Bueller, and I'm just so comfortable these days. I wondered, am I cool now?
Let's find out, Les. Go ahead and spin the wheel.
That's right, Les. By upgrading your old AC to a more energy-efficient model from Bueller Air Conditioning, you'll save money, save energy, and proudly show your family that you
are cool.
Ooh, do you think I should get a mohawk?
Pace yourself, Les. Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
Test your aim to help local kids succeed. It's the 6th annual Mackenzie Noel Wilson Foundation Clay Shoot to support the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida and Mackenzie's Camp Deep Pond, Thursday, May 13th at Jack's Clay Target Sports. Get your team and the Boys and Girls Club take care of the rest. Ammo, cart, clays, breakfast bites, lunch, and goodies. Proceeds benefit 56 area clubs serving over 5,200 area kids every day. Go to bgcnf.org/events.
Prosser here. When it comes to the business of selling your home, there's one promise I can give you that will deliver, and that promise is ChadandSandy.com. That's Chad, A-N-D, Sandy.com. How do I know this promise is guaranteed? Because they say so and then they deliver. You see, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. So whatever problems you think you're having selling your home, there is your simple solution. They're going to buy it if it's not sold for exactly what you want. Mortgage rates have lowered going into the spring selling season. Now is the time to maximize your equity, and you can do it with the real estate team of Chad and Sandy. They have a plan and the experience to sell your home fast for maximum cash this spring. John and Ursula in Green Meadows wrote in, we weren't in great health, decided to downsize to an easier place to manage. After 185 days, our home failed to sell. We went to Chad and Sandy, sold in 12 days. You can too at ChadandSandy.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Let's ring up another guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line.
All right, the last time I left you, I told you that Tiger Woods let one get away on number 10. His approach went to the right side of the green. It was in the bunker. It was actually not as bad as I thought it was. And for Tiger, a magnificent shot out of the trap. He's left himself, I'm guessing right now, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5, maybe 6 feet per par, and he just drained it. So, that's what he's going to have to do to be around for the weekend, and if he's going to be able to make a run. I think that's a totally different story after what we've seen Scotty Scheffler do coming in. Of course, the story of the day is Bryson DeChambeau, a 7-under 65. Let's get you caught up on the very latest with the Masters, bring in my good buddy Rick Shoemaker, who's the owner and operator of Cimarron, which, of course, is located right on 210. Rick, always a lot of fun. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. How can you not be with a day like today? We had the rain, but with rain, there's always sunshine. So somebody's smiling down on us.
We had rain early here. We had rain early in Augusta. It ended up being a magnificent day. What were your thoughts early on? It felt as though they were able to really attack the pins once they got out there beginning at 10:30. But outside of, DeChambeau and a couple of others because, Scheffler came in late. Ryan Fox is a guy I'll highlight. Maybe not as many players, at least early on today, went as low as you would have thought.
No, I mean, it wasn't surprising to see him attack it at the beginning. Again, with the rains, every time that happens, these guys are just too good when it's that soft. But it dried out, and I think we're going to see more of that. These cold temperatures tomorrow morning going to be very interesting, and I was looking at the forecast. I think they're even talking about 30-plus mile-an-hour gusts tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
So these early tee times, it's feast or famine. They were feasting this morning, and let's see if they can hang on tomorrow afternoon.
I don't want to use the word effortless talking about Scotty Scheffler because we know how hard he, in fact, does work, but it just feels as though the pressure's not there. He's out there today with a 66, one stroke behind DeChambeau, but just tee to green, it's just impeccable what he's able to do. The man, simply said, the man does not make mistakes.
No, you're right. And what's really amazing, again, they keep talking about it on the Golf Channel, and they not pick apart his swing, but review his swing. He's literally dancing in his shoes. I've never seen anything like it, where he's sliding that back foot and, moving his body. But it goes to tell you and show you that golf is about feel and confidence. And he's got a swing that he is so confident in right now. He's hard to beat. His bad scores, I think I heard last week. I don't think he shot above 71. I should do something crazy.
Yeah.
Something crazy like that.
Yeah, he has not been he has not shot over par since August of a year ago.
Yeah. Just unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I'm sure, golf coaches and instructors, they look at this and it must drive them crazy. It's almost similar to the best football player on the planet right now, Patrick Mahomes. At times you look at his footwork and you look at his sidearm style of throwing the ball. I'm sure football coaches all across the country are like, no, that's not the way to do it. Can you make that analogy when it comes to Scottie Scheffler?
Oh, 100%. 100%. And again, and taking that a step further, that's what's amazing when you hear about the guys that are succeeding, but yet they're tinkering with their swing, right? That type A personality driving them to be the best of the best. They always think there's something else. And sometimes, at the end of the day, I had a teacher way back when, he said, sometimes, Rick, just get it in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how. There's no pictures on the scorecard. Just get it in the hole.
Right now, the winds are absolutely brutal. They've really picked up here. It's 7 minutes past 7 o'clock. We're told that sunset will be at 7:55 tonight at Augusta. So, after the rain, I guess it was about 15-mile-an-hour winds with some gusts that would pick it up a little bit heavier than that. But, Rick, right now, for these late tee times who are going to have to finish on Friday morning, this is as brutal as it's been as far as the wind conditions.
Oh, yeah. And, again, it's that cold temperatures in the morning, not going to be easy. I'd probably prefer that, though, over the winds. Those winds start howling tomorrow afternoon. Who knows what's going to happen on Amen Corner for sure.
Yeah, so right now they begin Amen Corner, the threesome of Tiger Woods, Max Homa, and Jason Day. And, again, Tiger's a totally different specimen, but with the winds picking up now, would you rather get through there with this hole, the par 3, and then the scoreable par 5 on number 13, or time permitting, hell no. Play maybe one or two of those holes, get in, come out first thing in the morning where hopefully the wind is nowhere near as significant as it is right now.
Well, yeah, I think what time are they going to start them? Have they said yet? If it's going to be as early as 8 a.m.?
I would believe 8 a.m. I don't know that for sure, but I would guess 8 a.m.
Yeah, I say that because I think those temperatures are as low as 52 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
But for Tiger, that's a tough one. I'd rather play it in the cold. I mean, they'll lose 7 or 8 yards on their drive. That's it on 13. But playing it in the wind right now, number 12, number 13, I wouldn't want to do that. Sun going down, you're feeling like you're mentally rushing. I'd rather just come out in the morning and work through it.
We're actually watching live right now, and Tiger Woods, just because of the wind, just walked off, the tee box. He was ready to strike the ball off the tee, and he gave it an extra 15, 20 seconds or so for the wind to die down. He now has hit the fairway, so he's in comfortable shape here on the 11th. Tiger Woods at 1 under. Talking first-round coverage of the Masters, Rick Shoemaker, our guest, joining us from Cimarron Golf. The Cimarron Golf Course, brand new restaurant. Everything is absolutely magnificent, located right there on 210. The story of the day is Bryson DeChambeau, and we know he's part of the LIV Tour. Haven't really heard a lot about him in the last year and a half. Again, nearly a flawless round for Bryson earlier this morning.
Yeah, look, I mean, the length is key, right? I think I was looking at some of the leaderboard top guys, and it's funny, about 4 or 5 of them, including Scheffler and DeChambeau, birdied number 2, 13, 15, and they did not birdie 8, which is surprising. No, the wind was a little into them, but you got to take advantage of the par 5s. And then Bryson stole a couple with birdies at 12 and 16, and 17. So, hey, it'll be interesting. Again, where is he mentally? I've said that about those LIV guys. Bryson, Brandel on Golf Channel last night was talking about how these guys don't play against PGA Tour players, and I kind of was like pausing for a second. Right, there's 50-plus players on LIV, and they've all played the PGA Tour.
Right.
So, but the competition level is not as deep.
Mm-hmm.
So where are they mentally? It's a tough one, right? They're out there playing 3 rounds. Music's blaring for LIV. John Rahm has spoken to it. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, if Bryson can hang on and be there on Saturday, Sunday, it'll be worth watching. It'd be nice TV.
Right, there's no doubt. You just mentioned something that is so true. It's so accurate that if you're going to win this event, you're going to have to score on the par fives. Today was the first time in 15 rounds that Rory McIlroy was not under par on the par fives. He bogeyed 2, he birdied 8, then parred both 13 and 15. So an even par today for Rory McIlroy, who it just feels once again he's at what, 1 under, so he's 6 strokes out, but it just feels, Rick, like the weight of the world is on his shoulders.
Oh, it is. And I'm surprised by that, to be honest with you, that he played those par fives the way he did, because I felt like his comment last week that Valero, when he said after working with Butch that his misses were right.
Mm-hmm.
And that is key. When a player is missing it hard left like he's been that while, but when you start missing it right, you have control of the ball. So I thought he had cleaned up any big numbers, and maybe he has. I did not see his whole round.
Right.
So I still think he's dangerous. I think he's dangerous. If he can post a 67 tomorrow, 68, and get to that 4 or 5 number, I think he's dangerous when you start looking at the weather forecast come Saturday. Moving day is perfect day. And then Sunday it's going to heat up and it's going to get dry and fast, I think.
Last guy I want to ask you about is Will Zalatoris, because he very easily could have been tied for third place today. He was 2 under on the front, had a bogey, but then went eagle birdie. And, you play golf competitively. When you bogey the last 2 holes and you go from third place to now tied for 8th place, and you could have shot a 68, but you shot a 70, what's it like giving 2 shots away, but the 2 shots are on the final 2 holes? I mean, is this one of those deals where you're just burning a hole in the carpet in your hotel room? What do you believe it's going to be like for Will Zalatoris?
I think that the difference is the best of the best take that frustration they have walking off, and they use that energy to not make the same mistakes and be better the next day. His personality seems pretty even keeled. I think he'll walk off that green. He probably went to the putting green or the range, and he'll burn it out and forget about it.
Yeah.
But bogeying 18, that's one thing. 17 and 18 back to back, that is tough to swallow on a reasonable day at 4 under.
Yep.
But I think he'll walk away and he'll be good.
Rick Shoemaker, he is the owner and operator of the totally redone Cimarron Golf Club right there on 210. I'm talking about a totally redone clubhouse, indoors, outdoors, live entertainment, and, of course, the work they've done on the tee boxes, greens, and fairways. Absolutely impeccable. Rick, give us the very latest. What's going on right now at Cimarron?
Look, we're right in peak season here, April coming out of March. We had a great March. Things have been well received. Guests are providing great feedback and enjoying it. Our greens, again, overseeded for the winter, are doing very well right now, and the weather's cooperating. So we're looking for another great next 4 to 6 weeks before we start doing some work into the summer. And people are having a blast. We're loving it both on and off golf course, and the wild one is proving to be the wild one sometimes, even at night.
Yeah.
So everybody's loving it.
There's no doubt. Hey, for our listeners, tell us about to email and become part of the Loyalty Club program on your website.
Yeah, absolutely. Just go to our website, Cimarron Golf, and you will find the pop-up to join Loyalty. You just simply put your email in, and weekly you'll get the best deals, best pricing available to you, and you can even find out a little bit about our practice, learn, and play for $59 a month. People are playing golf every day after 2 o'clock for $25, hitting all the balls they want and fine-tuning their swing. So we've got a little bit of something for everybody, and we're excited to just be a part of the North Florida golf community.
No doubt about it. Incredible. Hey, always a lot of fun, Rick. Thank you. We'll do it again tomorrow night.
Hey, thank you.
There he goes. Enjoy. Rick Shoemaker. Great stuff. And knows the game incredibly well. Boy, $25. The Loyalty Club program. Let's go to Cimarron. CimarronGolf.com. Check it out. It's right down the road from where I live. And it's just magnificent. The job that they've done, the effort that they've put into that golf course is simply spectacular. Because, I played it like 3-4 years ago. I was like, nah, no thanks. And I went back, and I play there all the time now. I love it. Hard work, effort, and they listen to the people. And I tell you all the time, go out there and try it and get back to me. And I've heard from many, many of you on our text line at 641-1010, brought to you by Lifetime Enclosures. Go out there, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. You know I speak the truth. You know I don't hide from anything. But I absolutely love it out there. It's always been a phenomenal layout, right? No one's going to argue with that. I mean, water on the first 5 holes. If you slice, you better work on that, especially right out from the first hole on. But big fan. And I appreciate it, the good folks over there at Cimarron. And you should be a part of the Loyalty Club program. Again, just go online, Cimarron Golf, and you'll get all the details. And after the round, wait till you see the new clubhouse, indoors and outdoors. Live entertainment, very cool. Overlooking the 18th green, absolutely spectacular. What did I miss, JJ, when I was talking to Rick Shoemaker? Is there anything I missed that is actually going on right now during the first round of the Masters?
Tiger had his shot from the fairway. He had to step off again because of the wind. He took his time, but it just wouldn't stop, and he was unable to get it up on the green. So he still has a lot left. Yeah, that was about it. They've been showing Tiger a lot. Tyrrell Hatton, who got to 3 under, hit it in the water on a par 3. He just bogeyed. Yeah, so he's back to 2 under, and he still has about 5 or 6 holes left. Probably won't get in, but a couple here.
Max Homa, who's playing with Tiger and Jason Day, now has it at -4. He is on the 11th fairway with Tiger. Do we think that it's 7-18? Do we think maybe
By the way, the TV makes it seem lighter outside.
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're going to say, and like to us it looks like, oh, they have so much sunlight left. But
what am I going to say?
Well, I was just going to – you were just talking about the sunlight, when it's going to get dark.
Well, I was talking about gamemanship, the fact that they pull off every shot citing wind. Could this be a way to maybe slow things down a little bit to not have to go and play the 13th hole, the par 5, which is a very scoreable hole? Would conditions be better tomorrow, even though it will be cold? I'm sure they're thinking the wind will not nearly be as significant.
Yeah, but does Tiger want to go out in the cold? You know, that was what he talked about earlier. So maybe there's less wind, but I don't know. And Max Homa just put it. So Max Homa's got a nice birdie try, it looks like, to go to 500. He's killing it. So I don't know if he wants to go slow here. Maybe Tiger does, but the other guys in the group certainly not.
I don't think it's honestly in play. It's 7-18. They're on the green now on the 11th. Coming up next is obviously the par 3 12th hole, and then you have the par 5. So my guess is those are the holes that will remain for these 3 who are on the golf course. And Max Homa now at -4, as JJ just told you, with a birdie opportunity coming. Tiger Woods at 1 under par. I'm looking for Jason Day.
He's struggling. I think he's 1 over around even. What do you think of the baggy pants look? He's gone very 90s.
Well, the wind isn't doing him any justice.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It reminds me of just watching golf as a kid, and all the guys had the baggy pants back then.
Nope.
And now everyone wears yoga pants, basically.
Jason Day had a birdie on 10, so he's back to even par. So you have Day at even, you have Woods at -1, and you have Homa at 4 under par. All are chasing Bryson DeChambeau, a 65 today. My goodness, the guy had 8 birdies and 1 bogey, and that is good for a 7 under 65. All right, we got much. Actually, let's keep it here because Tiger's actually officially right off the green.
He's about 75 feet away.
And he almost holed it. I mean, he left that about a foot short from dropping. He was right off the fringe. We'll say couldn't tell if there was from his angle. All right, a little bit of a false front from where he was actually chipping, but he's just going to put a coin down anyway. From my eyes, it looks like he's about a foot away.
What a great shot.
Let's see here. I'm actually shocked he just didn't tap that in.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, that's a 1-foot putt.
Yeah. Is he worried about the wind right now? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I just made that point about gamemanship, right? About maybe trying to slow things down a little bit because you didn't want to go to that par 5. I mean, That's a 1-foot putt. Tiger makes that blindfolded.
If you're the guy if you're Jason Day who's shooting from like right where Tiger was and has to, like, the line of Jason Day's shot is right where the ball is, wouldn't you just ask Tiger to go hit that in?
Yeah, it's interesting because Day has a very similar shot.
Yeah, it's right lined up with it.
Right over the false front, and an impeccable shot now by Jason Day. He brings it past the hole, probably 1.5 feet by it. So those are going to be tap-in pars for both.
These guys are good.
Day and Woods. All right, we got much more to do. Take you up till 8 o'clock right here on this Thursday night. It's great to have you with us, along with J.J. LaSelva. My name is Rick Ballou.
Now, a Masters Update on 1010XL, brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
From the Augusta National Golf Club, Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the Masters. I'm Ted Emmerich. The British Open at Royal Liverpool featured Max Homa's first career top 10 finish at a major. So, from the last major of 2023 to the first major of 2024, Homa might be ready to contend here.
To the ninth, Max Homa, his putt for birdie up the hill, right to left, to the cup, and in! Max Homa, what a side! 32 for his first 9, including birdies at 3, 5, and now back-to-back at 8 and 9. And Max Homa is at 4 under par, 3 off the lead held by DeChambeau as he goes to Augusta's second 9.
Mike Tirico the call on Sirius XM. Homa followed with a par at 10. For Homa's sake, it's just a shame he won't be able to finish the first round today. Sunset less than an hour away. The start of the Masters was pushed back 2.5 hours because of rain this morning. You're listening to coverage of the 2024 Masters on Westwood One.
Traveling, volunteering, spending time with family. What's your retirement look like? With income planning from Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor can help you grow and protect your wealth. They'll look at your full financial picture and help you create a flexible strategy that considers things like market conditions and healthcare expenses, so you can stop worrying about the future and enjoy whatever comes next. Visit fidelity.com/income planning. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE, SIPC.
Shop our best savings for spring during Spring Fest at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off, plus save an extra $150 on every $1,500 you spend on select major appliances. And save on premium 2 cubic foot mulch. Get 5 bags for just $10. Because Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid to 4/17. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for more details. Premium mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Bryson DeChambeau started fast and finished strong. He's got the lead in the first round of the Masters. Let's check the leaderboard, sponsored by Fidelity Wealth Management. DeChambeau birdied the first 3 holes. He then had a stretch on the second 9 with 5 birdies in 6 holes. He cards a 7 under 65. DeChambeau's missed the cut the last 2 years at the Masters, and yet he's in the lead right now. Scotty Scheffler, the favorite coming in, posting a bogey-free 6 under 66. He's 1 back. European Ryder Cupper Nikolai Højgaard from Denmark is shining in his first Masters, 5 under through 13. That's 2 off the lead. Danny Willett and Max Homa at 4 under, 3 back. Tiger Woods 1 under through 10. Rock solid round so far, considering he's played only 24 competitive holes all year. Defending champion John Rahm bogeys the last 2, 1 over 73 for Rahm. From Augusta, I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet have just received a special allocation of new vehicles directly from the factory. Not 10, not 20, but hundreds of new vehicles with special savings that haven't been seen in years. Every new vehicle available in your favorite color and option as far as the eye can see. Plus, get our exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty with every new car purchase. Hurry to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville before the best deals are gone.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mocama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories and some Mocama magic is what it's all about. Mocama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mocama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
Jacksonville, the ultimate rock experience big engine, is storming into Players Grill Mandarin, known for electric performances at NASCAR events nationwide. Join the Big Engine Freaks Friday, April 12th at 8 p.m. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida, and don't let the state decide your fate.
He thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Of course.
Find out if he does.
Is there anything else we need to know?
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, Glenn here with B&B Oil with Dylan from March Motor. Hey, Dylan, how does B&B Oil help you guys at the dealership?
If you have a dealership and don't want to worry about the hassle of credit cards or fuel vouchers floating around, have B&B Oil put a tank on your lot. It allows us to control who gets fuel and cuts out the worries of credit cards. And it helps us deliver the car faster. B&B Oil also meets our shop needs with lubricants as well. Call Glenn or check out the website, bb-oil.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here. You've heard me talking about Pella Windows and Doors, and with great ratings and expert reviews, you know they're high quality and energy efficient products. So what's your next step? How about scheduling a free consultation or just stop by the Pella showroom right there on Phillips Highway next to Tesla? Pella's professional consultants will guide you through your entire project from start to finish. From simple projects to complex renovations, their team has the experience needed to make your project a success. And that's the quality and service you can expect from Pella Windows and Doors.
Hey sports fans, it's Hayes Carline from MyBookie. Oh, it is here. Masters Week, my favorite Tigers in the field. We've got the Live Golf guys playing in a major again. It is going to be a blast. If you haven't signed up for MyBookie, you need to sign up. This is going to be must-see TV, and you can bet long odds for big golf sweats and even bigger cash. Outright winners, first-round leaders, and live betting too. I'm telling you, if you haven't signed up yet for MyBookie, do it now for Masters Week. Could the weather in Augusta cause some chaos? Take advantage of that. Make some money. Even if the Masters has started, you can live bet with long odds through Sunday afternoon. Getting started is simple. Sign up today at MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL to secure a first deposit bonus up to 50%. It's simple. Just use promo code 1010XL to claim your 50% bonus, $50 minimum. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Attention all business owners. The raining season is coming and it's important to ensure that your property storm drains are free from debris and functioning properly. That's where Duck Duck Rooter comes in. Our powerful VACCon truck can effectively clean out your storm drains and prevent costly damage to your property from flooding. Don't let clogged storm drains ruin your business and reputation. Call Duck Duck Rooter today to schedule a cleaning before the rains hit. 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Look, last week I recognized I had made a difference. No, it wasn't saving a puppy from a well or pulling an old lady out of a burning building. Remarkable as those would have been, this one was pretty cool as well. I saw a hacker and he was down 45 pounds thanks to Awaken 180, and it was awesome. Well, why was it awesome? Well, he thanked me for introducing him to Awaken 180. So I'm not only able to watch him have that same transformation that I had, but I know I had a bit part in helping someone make a 180 with their life, and it inspired me to continue sharing mine. From Matt Hayes to Hacker and hundreds of listeners, every story is uniquely inspiring. If you have questions, feel free to ask me about Awaken 180. I'm happy to answer all of them, and just maybe you will be the next Awaken 180 success story. Call Awaken 180 today at 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or schedule your consultation online at awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Into the Night with Rick Ballou on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
All right, to give you an idea how the wind is right now at Augusta during the first round of the Masters, the par 3 12th hole was playing 155 yards. Tiger Woods just hit a 7-iron, okay? And it actually looked like it was a really good approach. It was pin high and left, but took a really bizarre bounce and now goes to the pine straw. If you're looking at the hole, it'll be to the left of the bunker. So it's going to be real tricky here as far as his feet, and he's going to have to really grind to grab a par here on the par 3 12th hole. Looks like we have a hole-in-one, nearly a hole-in-one, and I don't recognize. That's actually Cole on number 16, so almost an ace there a moment ago. All right, it's good to have you with us. Final round continues, obviously, with play today being delayed 2.5 hours. Things have really slowed down, but a lot of golfers are in. I want to give you a couple of notables here. DeChambeau, as you know, 65. That's 7 under. He's your leader, 1 stroke ahead of Scotty Scheffler. Some other big names that you may be wondering about whose rounds are complete. Cameron Davis is 69 today. All right. Corey Connors and B.H. on at 2 under 70 today. Joaquin Niemann, a 70. Will Zalatoris, we've talked a great deal about. He posted a 70 a little bit earlier today. 71s, which is -1. Among them, Eric Van Rooyen, Taylor Moore, Lucas Glover, Tony Finau, Patrick Cantlay, who had, an eagle on, was it 17, perhaps, the eagle? It was on eagle.
The first one since 1998. Davis Love III.
How about that?
That's a crazy stat.
Patrick Cantlay, a 1 under 71. Matt Fitzpatrick kind of up and down today with a 71. Rory McIlroy today, a -171. Cameron Smith, 1 under. So, and then there's several on the course still at 1 under as well. Among those, Tiger Woods, although he could possibly be staring at bogey here. We'll see if he can get up and down on 12 from the pine straw. Even par rounds who have finished today. JT, Sergio, and Xander Schauffele. Boy, Schauffele was up and down today, too. He bogeyed 1 and 4, then came back and birdied 13 and 16. So it ended up being an even par 72 for Schauffele. Is that Tiger there?
No, that's Hatton.
All right. All I could see was the ball. It was coming from the same direction as
Tiger's going to have a rough one. He's on a par 3, and he sort of has like a lie in the rough. Or in the – here he is right here.
Look at his feet.
Yeah.
Look how far behind the ball is.
His feet are way below the ball.
And I think it's the only thing you can do. Well, I don't know. I mean, he's obviously, are arguably the greatest golfer of all time. So who am I to question what he's doing? And that was really a magnificent shot. I thought it was going to get hung up there.
Yeah, he's got about 10 feet left for par-ish, maybe a little more than that. It's going to be a tough putt here.
Let's see. Phil Mickelson, these scores are, they have completed their 18 holes. Phil Mickelson, a +173, along with Sepp Straka, Russell Henley. John Rahm, again, it should be noted that last year's champion, John Rahm, had a 7 under 65 during the first round of the 2023 Masters. And you mentioned earlier, he began last year's 65 with a double bogey on 1.
Crazy. First guy to win the Masters after double bogeying hole number 1.
Wyndham Clark, a major champion, a 73 as well. All right, let me see if there's any other notables that you may be interested in.
Oh, yeah, there's a big one. Hideki.
Ooh, yeah. He was my second pick.
A lot of people picked Hideki to win or be good in this tournament. 4 over. So he'll be just trying to make the cut tomorrow.
A 76 for Hideki, a 76 for Ricky Fowler, a 76 for Zach Johnson, who has a green jacket, and then some older folk, Jose Maria Olazabal, a 77, Freddie Couples, 2 holes to play, but he's +6. So really not expected to compete. Gary Woodland I was kind of hoping for. Hole-in-one yesterday. Nice story on him this week on really a sad story before his latest brain surgery, how he basically wrote to his kids a goodbye letter. That's really moving, but not a good round today for Woodland. A +4, 76, and, so many others still out on the golf course. 89 players in the 88th Masters, but as we've said now for quite some time, a lot of these golfers are not going to be able to finish today. We have it at 7:36. Therefore, we're looking at around 18, 19 minutes or so of expected sun before it actually does set. I don't know when they're going to blow the whistle. We look at the wind here, and that's a factor. I do not know as far as cloud cover or what it may be. It felt like 30 to 40 minutes ago the sun was really shining. I don't know that now by watching, but what I can tell you is that the wind has absolutely picked up. All right, let's watch this Tiger putt. I'll watch it, and I'll tell you about it, and then we'll bring in our good buddy Rafael Esparza with MyBookie and mybookie.org. It looks to be about a 6.5, 7-footer for Tiger Woods to save par, and he made it. He did. So Tiger's made some clutch putts, and I tell you what, his wedge work on 2 of the last 3 holes has one was a sandy and then a big save there after a crazy bounce on the par 3 12th hole. Midway through Amen Corner, of course, you still have the par 5 13th hole, and that's coming up next for Tiger Woods.
Your home for Florida Gators baseball is 1010XL.
The Gators look for a weekend full of wins against South Carolina. Friday night, Saturday and Sunday afternoon on 1010 AM.
Ballou for Shinatri Chiropractic. They've helped me get rid of my headaches and pain in my neck and back. Are you suffering from an auto accident? What about TMJ pain? Headaches associated with jaw clenching, grinding of the teeth, or stress-related disorders? Shinatri Chiropractic has a physical therapist on staff for rehabilitation, quality chiropractic care, dry needling, massage, and acupuncture. Call 743-6700 or go to shinatridc.com.
Gator fans, get ready. The Orange and Blue game is back on Saturday, April 13th at 1 p.m. in the Swamp, and entry is free. This year, Florida Victorious is proud to sponsor the game, and we have tons of new excitement in store for you. Like our player meet and greet and autograph session after the game on Steve Spurrier Field. As a member of Florida Victorious, you can visit with players on the team, including Mertz and Legway. Don't miss out on FanFest, which begins at 10 a.m. on the North Lawn. Visit the Florida Victorious tent to learn more about the team and membership benefits, and also meet Gator student athletes. Join us for the chance to win a brand new Chevy Silverado on the field. Brought to you by Southern Chevy Dealers and Florida Victorious. Learn more about Florida Victorious and become a member at floridavictorious.com. And help us make Florida victorious.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation. Light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to carlsondentalgroup.com. That's carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dental needs.
Make your outdoor living perfect with Art of Natural Stone. Pavers, patios, gravel, pool decks, and more. Using all natural stone design, and they do the installation. Visit Art of Natural Stone on Route 1 near Bartram Springs or on Beach Boulevard.
Weekends were made for sports, and I'll tell you my take on this weekend's best options. Pick it here. Watch for Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook. Weekend with Dan is brought to you by Stone Core. We do outdoors better.
Breaking news, Jacksonville. Play It Again Sports is back. We are proud to be opening a brand new store on Merrill Road, but we need your help. We are currently stocking up and we need your gently used sports and fitness equipment. Play It Again Sports offers cash on the spot for all your used gear. We buy baseball, softball, football, hockey, lacrosse, golf, water sports. You name it, we buy it. Turn that gear into cash at Play It Again Sports Jacksonville on Merrill Road near 295 in the Merrill Station Shopping Plaza.
Visionaries, builders, and doers, are you ready to change the world? Miller Electric is your opportunity to shape the future. Miller Electric is leading the charge in electric vehicle technology with our state-of-the-art EV Innovation Design Center. We're working to create a sustainable future. We're also the proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, powering their performance at the brand-new Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric, we provide competitive pay, unbeatable benefits. Apply today. MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Bueller Air Conditioning presents Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, a corporate management manager from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Les Blankston.
Hi, Bob.
That is a remarkably beige suit there, Les. Tell us, why are you on the show?
Well, I just replaced my old air conditioner with a new one from Bueller, and I'm just so comfortable these days. I wondered, am I cool now?
Let's find out, Les. Go ahead and spin the wheel.
That's right, Les. By upgrading your old AC to a more energy-efficient model from Bueller Air Conditioning, you'll save money, save energy, and proudly show your family that you are cool.
Ooh, do you think I should get a mohawk?
Pace yourself, Les.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's Pizza. If you love our pizza and pasta dishes, let us cater an event for you. Family function or office parties, we can deliver you an amazing Italian meal. Remember, it's not just pizza at Tony D's. Bay Meadows in $2.95.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is a diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Let's ring up another guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line.
Vegas, baby, Vegas! All right, good buddy Rafael Esparza is up in 20 seconds, but I will tell you that right now, bottom of the third inning in God's country. Florida State 3, Miami 0. Let's bring in Rafael Esparza, MyBookie, mybookie.org. Rafael, how are you?
Pretty good. You said God's country, and I thought for sure you were going to say either Fenway Park or Wrigley Field, but you shocked me with Florida State.
No, that's been my go-to for decades when it comes to Tallahassee. It was the Alabama coach who laid the big money. Or what was that story again? And kind of segue, how much do people really bet on college baseball?
It grows year after year, but it doesn't start really getting crazy until they start going into conference tournaments at the end, and then of course when they go for the College World Series. It gets lost with Major League Baseball, because don't forget, college baseball is also stuck with NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs, so it doesn't get as much action as people think it does.
Yeah, remember that story a year ago? Wasn't Alabama's coach? He placed a bet in Cincinnati or gave advice on a bet.
He called his friend to place a bet for him.
Yeah, called his friend, and of course, the sports books caught it. Now that you won't be able to bet player prop bets in college sports. You're going to see that more often, because people don't understand how we are the police guards of when something fishy goes on. So now we're going to see there's going to be stuff fishy going on in player prop bets that we're not going to be able to police because you won't be able to bet them. So feel free will at the bookies booking player prop bets for college sports.
And I want to say it was Louisiana who announced it last week. I think they've become the 4th state now that has said as far as player props in collegiate athletics no longer is allowed.
We're going to see more states jump on it. I would think by college football there's going to be a lot more than 4.
All right, take us to the window. What happened leading up to this year's Masters? So much attention and so much was wagered on Scottie Scheffler. Did it wane off a little bit though when reports came that he would leave if in fact his wife does, begin to fall into labor?
Yes and no. I mean, just because some old man Yeller decided to come play and not have sex while he prepares stole all the action. It happened. The biggest liabilities for the Masters right now, number 1, of course, Tiger Woods. Number 2 is Brooks Koepka. But Tiger doubles the amount that Brooks Koepka came in, and 3 is Clark. So people know my history of Tiger. I'm not bashing him on that, but if Scottie Scheffler wins, he was plus 250, 3-1, 325. Winning what book you were looking at, that was Tiger Woods prices at his prime. If Scheffler wins, we should be putting him in that Tiger-esque when he was winning, because Tiger was 2-1. I remember some books had him at plus 150 in his prime to win tournaments. Scottie Scheffler is getting close to that.
Now, Raphael, when you mention Tiger, they're not picking Tiger to win. They're picking Tiger to what? They are?
They're Tiger to anything Tiger. Tiger to win, Tiger to make the cut, Tiger top 5, top 10,
that's what I
top
figured.
20.
Mm-hmm. How about How about the 73.5 during his first round today? How much did that come into play?
Probably a lot. I didn't get to see how much money came on that one because I was doing other shows for UFC 300. But anything that we posted Tiger came in. I bet that he would make the cut just for to have a good weekend. But I also bet plus 550 that he withdrawals because he's probably not going to finish round 1. So he'll have to finish tomorrow morning and then finish round 2. And I've had just the amount of surgeries as Tiger Woods has, and those bones will be barking if he has to play twice tomorrow.
Are you getting a lot of live against the PGA Tour?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of live action, which I think is hilarious if a live player wins, just because I think the two rivalries, live and PGA, I think it's hurt the betting window. Maybe not the viewership and maybe not the highlights. I'm speaking for gambling purposes. I think the bettors are kind of tired of it. It is what it is. Either play nice or we're going to bet NHL playoffs. We're going to bet other stuff. So I think betting purposes, I think they're tired of the live versus PGA.
All right, now when it comes to Bryson DeChambeau, his odds were considerably down as the tournament got underway. Are most people now betting for him to falter or to continue what he was able to do today?
I think continue. I haven't seen. We'll put up round 2 odds up sometime tomorrow morning when they finish round 1. And I can guarantee you his head-to-head matches and odds to win it, he would be the small favorite. I can guarantee you action will come in because, again, he's a name. If there was someone else that wasn't a name that had this, then probably not. But he is a name when it comes to golf.
All right, give us the very latest. What's going on? Big deal with the UFC coming up this weekend. The latest there.
Yeah, we got UFC 300 in my backyard, which I'll head out back to the West Coast this weekend to watch that and celebrate my mom's 80th birthday at the same time. Get the Masters, the NBA finishes their regular season. Playoffs start next week. We got full swing of baseball. Your Red Sox are starting to play better, so that's always good for the books. And they're winning 2-1 against the Orioles right now. So it's a busy weekend for us because it's the Masters and UFC 300.
Hey, how did things end up at WrestleMania 40?
It was good. We had one big upset, Sami Zayn plus 250. Everyone was betting Gunter like the script was out on the New York Times, so that was good for us. Big numbers that they pulled in for attendance, viewership, and stuff like that. You can tell TKO and WWE are together on how they produced the show. And the show was pretty much a middle finger to Vince McMahon, which he did it to himself.
Yeah, that he did. Rafael Esparza, give us the very latest at mybookie.org.
Yeah, it's a busy weekend. The spring is here. There's golf balls flying. There's baseballs flying. There's playoffs flying pretty soon, and punches at UFC 300. So go up to UFC, go up to MyBookie, sign up today, win today.
Raphael, always a lot of fun. Thank you. We'll do it again next week.
Take it easy. Have a fantastic weekend.
There you go. The latest there from Rafael Esparza, MyBookie, mybookie.org. All right, looks like Tiger Woods punched out with his second shot. And, unless I missed something here, JJ, he appears to be on the green in 3.
Yeah, this is a long birdie putt coming up.
Yeah.
But, after his tee shot, this is the best you could ask for.
He's grinding.
Absolutely.
He's grinding, but he's making putts. And, he just has to 2-putt here. If he can knock this within, 2 or 3 feet, I'm sure is what he would want. And then he's able to tap in to get out with the par. And I got to believe the whistle's going to blow at any moment now.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost 7:52. We were told, by the way, Tiger today, 7 of 9 fairways hit, 6 of 12 greens in regulation, 18 putts. And this is through 12 holes. He's making his way right now to hole number 13, so that should be up. Well, they haven't updated. That was after 12 holes. But the whistle's going to blow here at any moment. I would think that they will complete this 13th hole. That would be my guess. All right, today was all about Bryson DeChambeau. Tomorrow's a different day. Got to complete round 1 and then start and finish round 2. The reason why it all happened, this isn't a tournament like here at the Players where you have 150-some-odd golfers. There's only 89 at the Masters. So they should be able to get back into the regular rotation. By tomorrow night, they should be complete with 2 rounds. We'll know the cut and then head towards moving day and what will be a fantastic weekend. Thank you to Rafael Esparza. Thank you to Rick Shoemaker of Cimarron. Golf for J.J. LaSelva. My name is Rick Ballou, Hacker Nation. Coming up next, right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.